respect, bravery, honesty, humility, truth, and wisdom, and love.
The world is changing quickly, and it's changing in such a way that all people are coming to understand the significance and importance of what we talk about when we talk about is an indigenous worldview or holistic worldview, its significance and its importance for all of us. That worldview it has always existed, it will always exist, and I suspect, from all I'm learning now, is becoming predominant again. It's moving into becoming predominant again. Even from the Euro-Western worldview, are coming to realize that that is the case, because as I'm looking in the sciences, as I'm looking in business, and I look in health and healthcare, I look all those fields, evidence is there that the holistic worldview, holistic perspective, indigenous worldview is again re-emerging within all those fields.
If we keep doing what we're doing, where are we going? We can already see that. So there's where the challenge is. And now we have to put our best thinking, we have to bring our best minds together and say, what can we do now, because we're all in this together, and collectively, if we want, we will find a solution. We have to restore the loss of love. Love. Starting with these kids, letting them know how much that they're loved and appreciated, that they're sacred beings, that they come from that place, they come here, and we're supposed to empower them as much as possible. We have no time now to put, if I would say, lines in the sand. Because we have to come from this place now that we are people, and that we have to see the goodness in people. But people who can see the God within, that say, okay, I could respect you, you can respect me, let's put our minds together and let's start working on what we're going to do to solve all of these problems. This is where we have to start to come from now.
Have your belief system and grow strong with that belief that you're never alone, and you're guided, and the commitments you make in your belief system, spiritual commitments, how strong do you want that commitment to be, and how strong do you want to be? Honesty and truth to me is when you don't hurt anybody or hurt yourself, or not take anything that don't belong to you. Asking. That's why Creator gave us a specific plant to use to respect all life. Whether you're going to take something from Mother Earth, you have to give tobacco first and ask before you take it. Or from each other, ask before you take something. It's a universal way of looking at things, and with total respect. If there's any way the young people can find someone that would help them and guide them into fasting, and if they're really trusting that one, to start doing some spiritual commitments and look for that life and look for meaning in life, because it's actually pretty beautiful once you really set your mind to it, And people are beautiful because you find the beauty within you. When you find that beauty within you, you find it in other people.
Throughout the history, there's always been, problems. And it's to do with someone else's hunger for power and greed. And it's to do with someone who's being abused and not being treated fairly. So if we were so brilliant, why aren't we dealing with these very simple facts and see where we can find the balance somewhere, or begin to work towards finding balance?
Teach our youth.
And television. So, sorry?
Teach our youth. Our youth has to be taught all the different things we know to keep our culture alive.
When I grew up learning how to thank the Creator every day for fresh air, beauty all around me, clean water. I knew when we would catch fish or trap a rabbit or do something like that, we always had to put something down and say thank you for the bountiful gift that we had received. And this is all part of who we are, is learning to respect the land that we live on and care for it and love it. As people, that's what we have to stand up for. Because this land is not there to be used and abused, it's there to be appreciated and loved. That's part of my Métis heritage. My father taught me to appreciate the beauty all around.
You show the child how to be kind because you are kind. You show the child how to be honest by being honest, right? And how to share by being generous in your sharing. And how to be strong by being strong with each other. You know, when the mother needs help, the father is there. When the father needs help, the mother is there. That's how a child learns to share their strength. A lot of our young people, they consider it natural to have tobacco as their means of communicating with the Creator. I think that's progress. Okay. Many of our young people consider it normal that there's no alcohol or drugs at the powwow. That's come a long way, you know. So to me, that's progress. If we can maintain it, that's healing.
There's a lot of tradition, and we as people, we can't say to one another, mine is better than yours. We have to have respect by the teachings that we have. It's one of our most sacred teachings, is respect towards one another. And we have to be mindful of that, but not only for you, but everyone. They have to be respectful too of our teachings, and it goes both ways. As a people, we have to know those basic teachings. Whatever nation you are, you have to know who you are as a person, your name, your clan, but also your nation, and especially your language. The language is important. A lot of our teachers, language teachers, that still have the language fluently, they're starting to go, pass on, and they're taking that language with them. And we have to strive ourselves to learn that language. I'm a fairly fluent speaker, but there's still a lot of words I don't know. I'm still learning. I'll probably be still learning to the day I die.